The year is 1973. The US space race is in full swing. Roe versus Wade legalized abortion, and the signing of the Paris Peace Accords signaled the end of the Vietnam War. In F1, Jackie Stewart, two-time world champion for Tyrrell, had just clenched his third and final F1 title from Team Lotus, defending world champion Emerson Fittipaldi. After witnessing the tragic death of his teammate Francois Cervert, Jackie withdrew from F1 racing and missed what would have been his 100th F1 race. Sir John Young Stewart was born on June 11, 1939. Stewart was born in Milton, Dumbarton, Scotland, a village 15 miles west of Glasgow. At age 12, he experienced learning difficulties due to dyslexia, which at the time was not yet understood. At age 13, Stewart won a clay pigeon shooting competition and went on to become a prize-winning member of the Scottish shooting team. Stewart was unable to continue secondary education and began to work in his father's garage as an apprentice. In 1953, Jackie Stewart's brother Jimmy was injured in a crash at the 1953 British Grand Prix during dangerously wet conditions. After his brother's injury, racing was discouraged by his parents. Jackie took an interest in cars while working at his family garage and was eventually offered to test cars for Barry Filer, a customer of the family business. While testing at Alton Park, Stewart showed great skills enough to impress Ken Tyrrell, who was running the Formula Junior team. Stewart joined the team after besting Bruce McLaren's times in the Cooper F3. In 1964, he won his first race at Snetterton Motor Racing Circuit after racing Formula 3 for Ken Tyrrell for 1 year. In 1962, Jackie Stewart married Helen McGregor as a teenage crush from his hometown of Helensburgh, Scotland. In 1965, Jackie Stewart made his debut appearance in F1 with BRM alongside Graham Hill at the South African Kyalami circuit. Jackie immediately made an impression with his speed and skill, finishing 6th and earning his first F1 point. During the 1965 race at Monza, Stewart seized his first F1 win driving the BRM P261. 1966, riding on the highs of winning the Monaco Grand Prix, Jackie Stewart lined up for the Belgian Grand Prix with high hopes. At the time, Spa was known as one of the most dangerous circuits in the world due to its high speeds. Races took place on narrow public roads with little to no safety features. The race began in overcast condition, but suddenly a heavy rainstorm began to fall. At 170 miles per hour, Stewart's BRM hydroplaned, lost control and veered off the track. The car struck a telegraph pole and a woodcutter's cottage before coming to a rest in the outside basement of a farm building. Stewart was trapped inside the cockpit full of leaking fuel from his ruptured fuel tank. Jackie's leg was pinned by the steering wheel, and for 25 agonizing minutes, he was trapped. Seeing the crash, fellow drivers Graham Hill and Bob Bondurant stopped to help. Hill was able to stop the fuel dump while Bondurant assisted with freeing Stewart. Stewart suffered a broken shoulder, cracked ribs and internal bleeding. In 1968, Ken Tyrrell decided to go Formula 1 racing. At this point, Jackie decided to switch teams where he drove a Matra chassis during the 1968 and 1969 seasons. In 1968, he was runner-up in the World's Drivers' Championship behind teammate Graham Hill. His first win of the season was at the Dutch Prix under less than ideal conditions. Jackie's calm and smooth driving showed he was a masterclass in wet weather driving. August 4th, 1968. The Nürburgring, commonly referred to as the Green Hell due to its long winding track cutting through dense forests. With more than 300 meters of elevation changes and a lack of safety barriers, this track had some notable crashes, including Karel Gordon de Beaufort in 1964 and Niki Lauda in 1976. During extremely wet and foggy conditions and a broken wrist, Jackie Stewart won the race by a margin of 4 minutes. This win is widely considered one of the greatest victories in Formula 1. Jackie went on to win his final race of the season in the US Grand Prix at Watkins Glen. Riding off the highs of Ken Tyrrell's Matra-Ford partnership, Jackie Stewart dominated his 1969 season, winning 6 races and going on to claim his first world championship. Jackie was the first driver to win a world championship driving a French car. For the 1970 season, Matra insisted on using their own V12 engines, but Stewart and Tyrrell wanted to keep their working relationship with Ford Motor Company, so they continued to race the Cosworth DFV engine. Due to this disagreement, Ken Tyrrell brought two March 701 chassis as a temporary solution. This garnered mixed success until the end of the season. Under the guidance of chief designer Derek Gardner, Tyrrell secretly built the Tyrrell 001. The car made its debut at the Alton Park non-championship race and retired at the Canadian and Mexican Grand Prix with axle failures. The car suffered an oil leak at the US Grand Prix and ended the season scoring with no finishes. Jackie Stewart finished 5th that season due to reliability problems and chassis challenges. Not satisfied with the result of the Tyrrell 001, Derek Gardner redesigned the airbox, remodeled the nose section, lengthened the wheelbase and slightly narrowed the monocoque. The redesign became known as the Tyrrell 002 and 003. Jackie Stewart won the Spanish Grand Prix in the Tyrrell 003's debut race with little resistance. During the 1971 season, Lotus struggled after losing their 1970 champion Jochen Rindt during practice at the 1970 Italian Grand Prix. Ferrari also struggled with reliability issues with their new Ferrari V12 with 11 retirements, 7 from Clay Regazzoni and 4 from Jackie Ickx. Stewart went on to win 6 races during the 1971 F1 season and claim his second world championship driving the Tyrrell 003. 1972, Jackie Stewart began the season racing the Tyrrell 003 and won 4 out of 12 races that season, using the Tyrrell 005. This chassis was designed with a shorter wheelbase specially designed for Jackie Stewart's driving style. Stewart won the Argentine Grand Prix, French Grand Prix, Canadian Grand Prix and United States Grand Prix. Stewart missed the Belgian Grand Prix due to a stomach ulcer, hurting his championship chances. Lotus was back in full form during the 1972 season. Emerson Fittipaldi became the youngest driver at the time to win a world championship. Francois Cervert joined Tyrrell's Formula One team 3 races into the 1970 season after the sudden retirement of Johnny Servoz Gavin. Over the next 4 seasons, he honed his skill under the watchful eye of Jackie Stewart and earned his first F1 win at the 1971 US Grand Prix Watkins Glen circuit. Rolling into the 1973 season, Team Tyrrell was looking to recover from a less than stellar 1972 season. After Jackie Stewart's championship run in 1971 and Francois Cervert's 3rd place finish in the World's Drivers' Championship, Ken Tyrrell knew he had a team poised to take another title. Derek Gardner introduced the Tyrrell 006 at the 1972 Canadian Grand Prix in the hands of Francois Cervert. Jackie Stewart won the first 2 races of 1973 in the Tyrrell 005 and then switched to the 006, winning South Africa and going on to win 5 victories. Cervert took several podium finishes and helped Tyrrell achieve 2 finishes at Zolder, Zandvoort and the Nürburgring. Tyrrell scored 82 points but lost the Constructors' title to Lotus, who took the title with 92 points. Jackie Stewart secured his 3rd championship title at the Italian Grand Prix with a 4th place finish. During the 1973 US Grand Prix, Francois Cervert was tragically killed during practice, resulting in the early retirement of Jackie Stewart and subsequent withdrawal of Team Tyrrell. Jackie Stewart was a huge advocate for safety improvements in F1. After his career-altering crash in 1966, he began a relentless crusade to make the sport he loved safe for all drivers. Jackie had lost 57 friends and colleagues over the years, including his protégé and best friend Francois Cervert. Throughout his career and against strong opposition, his efforts saved countless lives in what was considered the most deadliest sport in the world. Jackie Stewart drove 99 F1 races, accomplished 43 podiums, won 27 races and 3 world titles. His smooth and calculated driving style made him one of the best Formula One champions and earned him the nickname the Flying Scot.
I said Jackie is still the maestro for me because he's the only man maybe in the world, to be able to do a whole Grand Prix of 90 laps, 2 hours racing without making one mistake.
But then you say...
But I think I am on one lap, I am now as fast as Jackie.